Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and Lush Jungle is an event that you do not want to miss. New Pokemon from Mantis will appear for the first time, and also we're gonna have another Tapu legend, Tapu Lele this time on the raids. A new shiny Cottonee will appear for the first time in Pokemon Go, so let's start with the details for this event. Tuesday, March 22, 10 AM local to Tuesday, March 29, 8 AM local will be the lasting period for the whole event. Lush Jungle Weekend Park Spotlight, which will last from Saturday, March 26, 10 AM to March 27, 8 AM local time always, with Cottonee appearing more often in parks. I guess this will not only be in parks, but especially in the whole area of Pokemon Go. And I also guess that this is gonna be something like a community day on the spawning rates, because we might not have those new move additions to Cottonee's move pool, but we're gonna have it spawning like crazy, like a spotlight hour, to be honest. The cool part though will be its shiny form. Look how cool that Pokemon looks in its shiny orange form. I really love it. And now let's talk about the whole event. For the whole event, Fomantis and its evolution form Lurantis will appear more often in Pokemon Go, and they're gonna have eventually their debut. Fomantis is gonna need 50 candies for it to evolve, which is kinda cool, not gonna require a crazy amount of candies, and eventually you're gonna get there. Tapu Lele is the guardian of the Akala Island in the Alola region, so after Tapu Koko we are gonna see another Tapu legend debut in Pokemon Go. Perhaps we're gonna see more Tapu Pokemon appearing in the future, so keep that in mind. We do not know exactly for the timed research the criteria that it needs for Mantis yet, but it will include a lot of grass catching Pokemon. From that timed research, we are also gonna get other grass type related Pokemon other than Fomantis. Still unknown which Pokemon those are gonna be, but if I was gonna bet on a Pokemon, well, I'm saying that Cottonee is the best candidate so far, because we're gonna have a whole weekend about it. This whole event is gonna be about Fomantis and Cottonee, so yeah, Cottonee might also appear from those timed research. In the wild trainers, we're gonna encounter Paras, Execute, Hoot, Sudowoodo, Ferocid, which all have a chance for them to be shinies. The new addition to Pokemon Go for Mantis, and of course Metabot will also appear in the wild more frequently. Rarer than other spawns, Pinsir and Cottonee with their shinies are gonna appear in the wild as well. Keep in mind that Paras gives extra stardust when caught, and Metabot will also give extra stardust since it is a first evolution form. I think this is gonna be about 300. We're gonna talk about the extra stardust in a while, so let's focus a bit now on the field research tasks that you're gonna do daily, and you do not want to miss them for some Pokemon. We do not know yet which research tasks we're gonna get, but we know the rewards, and those are gonna be Caterpie, Sunkern, Execute, Warmble, Seedot, Fomantis, Ferocid, Paras, and Parasect. Again, for Stardust gains, Paras and Parasect are gonna be your targets, but we're gonna talk about that in a while. For the raids, Sewaddle, Bellsprout, Tangela, and Cottonee will appear in 1-star raids, all of which can be shiny except Sewaddle. On the 3-star raids, Butterfree, Vileplume, Parasect, Executor, nothing special here except from the extra stardust gain when catching an evolution form. And on 5-star raids, we're gonna have the amazing Tapu Lele with Charizard Mega Y, which will return into the Mega raids. Tapu Lele seems kinda weird. I don't think it is gonna be meta relevant in PvP, but perhaps it might have a chance to shine in the PvE section. We still do not know what moves it might run. Now time for some strategies for the whole event. What Pokemon are the best? Do I need the new ones? What are my targets for PvP? Let's start off with the Stardust gains, which is the most useful one for every trainer out there. Let's start off with Paras. Which is the best candidate here? You're gonna encounter a lot of Parases for this event, and this Pokemon on catch gives 500 Stardust. With the weather boost, whenever you catch one Paras, you're gonna get 625 Stardust per catch. And when you have both a Star Piece and a weather boosted Paras in front of you, if you catch it, you almost get 1000 Stardust per catch, which is pretty amazing. Parasect, on the other hand, will give more Stardust when caught, since it is both a Stardust boosted Pokemon, but at the same time it is an evolution form. So on catch, with a normal catch, you're gonna get 700 Stardust. Wow, 875 Stardust with weather boost, and also a lot more than 1312 Stardust per catch, both with weather boost and Star Piece active. This is amazing. So if you're seeing a lot of Parasects spawning, yeah, consider using Star Piece for sure. Metabot as a first evolution form is gonna give a pretty good amount of Stardust, 300 with a normal catch. So is Star Piece worth using? Yeah, most probably it is, and you can find some tasks with Paras or Parasect. Do not catch them yet if you are not in a use of Star Piece. Just stock them up for potential triple Stardust day. You can stock up to 100 Pokemon, and for potentially coming up community day that we did not have in a while with triple Stardust, yeah, you can really unleash that stock Paras line that you have on your stockpile, and you're gonna get a super good amount of Stardust in a pretty good time. Unfortunately though, none of the event Pokemon will be useful for the PvP, so let's move forward into the PvP section and let's see together which Pokemon are pretty good for PvP. Fomantis is a pure grass type that evolves into a pure grass type. In PvP, we have seen other grasses overshadowed by grass poisons, like you can see that Meganum is overshadowed by a Venusaur, for example, because it resists more things. So perhaps Lurantis might find its place in a special cup. You never know when you might find a Pokemon like this useful in a special cup in Pokemon Go nowadays, both in Go Battle League and perhaps in Sylph if you are a Sylph player. Seems like Lurantis will have a better spot for Ultra League since it maxes out at 2700 CP, so Ultra League feels like a better option for Lurantis. We just have to wait for its final moveset and let's see what moves it might run and how good that Pokemon will be in the end. Fomantis seems to be a really strong Pokemon for the Little Cup, definitely worth keeping one just in case Little Cup returns in the future. For this season it will return for sure. For a competitive season, yeah, I can see it returning. So yeah, Fomantis might be a strong candidate for that Little Cup League. Except Fomantis, this event is gonna be super good for other Pokemon too that are spawning for the Lush Jungle Event. Noctowl is an interesting pick for PvP because it has access nowadays to Shadow Ball from the past season, so you are gonna have to use this Noctowl every now and then, and that's definitely worth using Pokemon. So Hoots are gonna appear in the wild more often, and Noctowl might be a very good Pokemon that you should focus on. Sudowoodo is also pretty good for Great League, not a very meta defining Pokemon for Great League, but for a special cup Sudowoodo can be used pretty easily, so that's another really cool Pokemon for Great League. And Parasect with Executor and the other 3-star raids are most likely spicy picks for any special cup, not gonna mention those Great League options, but for any other special cup, yeah, they're considered spicy picks, so I would not be that much concerned of them. Seedot and Ferroseed will be your number one targets for this event for PvP. Seedot had a community day in the past, so perhaps you have some candies for that Pokemon, but you do not have, most likely, you do not have the right amount of Excels needed for Ultra League, because when that community day happened, yeah, Excels were not a thing back in the day. So both Pokemon are pretty good grasses. I really recommend them for Great League, and if you have the Excels needed, perhaps you're gonna gather them in this event. That's what I'm hoping, at least, especially for the Ferrothorn. You can use them as top picks for the Ultra League. Whimsicott now will have a shiny form to flex out, which is really cool as well. That kind of blue thing is also amazing, and that's another good Pokemon for Great League. It is gonna be a part grass, part fairy typing Pokemon with access to Charm, so that's a Charmer that you might find interesting in a future battle in Go Battle League. You can always try out a level 50 Whimsicott in Ultra League, but that's a spicy Charmer because it maxes up to 2277 CP. That's a mark that it's a little bit below that the 2500 CP limit that Ultra League has, but still a level 50 thick Charmer might be a very good option for you. Definitely a spicy Charmer, but it's a Charmer. Cotton is also amazing for the Little Cup, actually one of the best Pokemon to use there. We have seen it in the past dominating the league, so focusing on a Cotton, especially a shiny one because it looks cool, is with a good IV spread, so you're gonna be in a very good position with Cottony in a Little Cup. So that's all, trainers. What do you think? I hope you had a wonderful time reading with me some of those event details. Lush Jungle seems like a very good event that you do not want to miss, especially for PvP, but also for some Stardust gains from the PvE perspective. Yeah, you're gonna like this event a lot. So with that said, thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you like videos like this, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, everyone.